Coast is already feeling the power of Hurricane Irene that charted on all these islands. Covering the story for our affiliate WCFC. She's joining me now. How bad is it where you are right now?
It's actually not bad at all, but in fact, a couple of hours ago, it's really the worst. I brought a little wind meter with me, and I clocked them at 42 miles an hour a couple of hours ago, but now we're only getting minor gusts here, so things aren't bad. To give you an idea where we are, we're a little south of Myrtle Beach and north of Charleston, South Carolina, so we feel very fortunate. We definitely need the rain because we were seeing a drought here in South Carolina. The rain is welcome. There are a few power outages, and I know the causeway to Holly's Island was closed because of the high waters. The Atlantic Ocean, the waves have been monster waves. There were a few surfers out this afternoon, but later this evening, absolutely no one in the water. In fact, the beach, there was no beach. The high tide normally leaves about 10 yards of beach along here, but there was essentially no beach. It washed right up to the dunes, and in fact, into the stairways that are the beach access to the ends along this beach. And the folks here had not ever seen the water that high. It has gone back down, but stayed high well beyond the high tide at 6 o'clock this evening. So we're just now seeing
vovó.
receive, and that's the way it looks here right
Vovó, tô aqui, vovó.
And Debbie, the fact that the storm has weakened somewhat over the course of today, do you think that's encouraged a lot of folks around the area just to stay in the area and not evacuate?
Opa! Saúde!
As a matter of fact, I talked to a man who said he had built a concrete house, so he never had to leave in the event of a hurricane. Can you believe that? But in fact, we're actually seeing some folks who are leaving North Carolina and Virginia and are coming this direction because they know essentially that we are seeing just tropical storm force winds, and eventually that will move on out. In fact, you can see the CEOs behind me are barely moving right now, so I'm hoping that this is the worst of it for us here along the South Carolina coast.
Well, let's hope so. Debbie, appreciate it. Debbie Char. Tonight, New York, of course, is planning for the worst, and that's what you have to do in a big city like this. Public transportation in the city is going to begin shutting down at noon tomorrow. First time I've ever seen that in the life of New York. I want to show you a video we found on YouTube. This was taken in a New York subway station after a severe storm in 2007. Not a hurricane, just a much smaller storm. That's a key point. You can see the flooding that is just a regular storm caused. Potential for what a hurricane or even tropical storm winds could do, obviously much greater than that. Now, New York has more than 200 underground subway stations, more than 200 underground subway stations, more than 400 miles of underground tracks. We don't have to tell you that above ground, New York has blocks and blocks of skyscrapers and high-rises as well. There's concern about, obviously, construction sites with high winds, tropical force winds, picking up debris. A lot of the millions of people, the more than 8 million people who are living here in New York City, all of them wondering tonight, how much damage will Hurricane Irene do? How bad will it really be? Joining me, Stephen Flynn, president of the Center for National Policy. He's also booked the Edge of Disaster, Building a Resilient Nation. Also joining us is Chris Sorrindo, former president of the Structural Engineers Association of New York. I appreciate both of you being with us. Stephen, in terms of, I guess we got to talk worst case scenarios because that's what the city has to plan for. What could we be looking at?
Well, life safety issues, there really are. People in low-lying areas tend to see some substantial flooding. That's why the mayor set up
Amor do pai.
Zone A area. The issue is up to 3, but